What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Church of Atheism podcast. Just a quick little announcement before we get into the podcast. We're going to start a new little segment on the show. We kind of want to hear from you guys, the listeners, the atheists, the Christians, the Muslims. We want to hear from everybody. So if you have any questions for the show you want to hear us talk about or bring up, you can go email us at questionforcoa@gmail.com. It's question for the word for, F-O-R. Not, not the number four, or like four in golf. For, F-O-R. Question for COA@gmail.com. And as always, you can find us on Twitter at NaturalBeAtheist. And if you want to help support the podcast, you can do so at patreon.com/Church of Atheism. With all that said, let's get into the episode. Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening right now.
Yeah, oh boy. Are we recording stuff?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be official.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, because if we're recording, I think, as far as news stuff, that's actually mattered to me, because I really don't care about anything at all. But, I gotta talk about the electric wheelchair in the room, which is fucking Stephen Hawking died. That sucks.
Yeah. It's a very nice way to bring it up. No, I don't know, it was, he's one of a handful of people I wanted to go hear, like, lecture or speak or whatever. Like, I don't really care if I meet them. Dude. But it's kind of sad to see him go. I never got a chance.
Yeah.
He made it a lot longer than he thought he was supposed to, though, right? Like, wasn't he only supposed to live about 3 years after he was diagnosed?
He was diagnosed, he was diagnosed in his early 20s, and the prognosis was 2 years. The doctor said that he would live a maximum of 2 years. And goddamn, if he didn't fucking live 50 years beyond his predicted death.
See, you know what? Christians have a point. Doctors don't know everything.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you Hawking prayed every night. I bet you that's why I stick around so long.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. He was a secret. He was a closet Christian.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure.
Probably. Dear Jesus. I don't have a Stephen Hawking impression.
Oh, you know what's cool? Like, there's a lot of shit that's coming out about him after his death. Nothing really bad, but just stuff that
like behind
makes
the scenes.
me think. Yeah, that just makes me think, like, not only was he smart, but in his personal life, Stephen Hawking fucking rules.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, apparently...
People, right? Wasn't he a prankster?
Oh, yeah. So, like, I read at least 2 or 3 so far, and we're only 2 days into his death. I've read, like, 3 accounts where he would pretend to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like... Because, like... Apparently, from what I was reading, he was able to move his face just slightly.
Yeah.
To where people could tell that he had a slight smirk.
Right.
So he would do shit where he would pretend to be dead. And then people would realize that he wasn't dead.
He's just fucking around.
Yeah.
Got you again.
Yeah. And then, I read an article about how, not only was he, because he was on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And, not only that, he was, like, just a huge fan of the show. Apparently, he would just go to, like, the table reads of episodes.
Dude, that's
just,
awesome.
and just, like, hang out and offer advice and shit.
That's really cool.
Did you ever watch the episode? Like, because he guest starred on episode.
Yeah.
I would, anyone who's listening, I would urge you to watch that one. It was fucking really good.
Yep.
Because, like, he voiced himself, or, well, you know,
Right.
His computer voiced his voice.
Right. Did he ever do impressions?
I bet he does a solid impression of the text to voice. I bet he fucking nails it.
In 500 feet, turn left. Next, if they ever have updates on my GPS on my phone, I'm gonna see if there's a Stephen Hawking voice one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting directions from Hawking.
Yeah. Or be like, in 200 miles, take a right. Although your direction matters little as far as the universe is concerned.
Wow, Jesus.
Spot on, right? You probably thought of Stephen Hawking right there.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I thought I just died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh no, but his appearance on Simpsons was fucking awesome because not only like apparently he was part of the creative process of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, for anyone who's listening who hasn't seen it, I'm gonna ruin it for you right now. It was awesome. So the plot was that everyone in Springfield is stupid, and so like the smart people took over the town, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, Stephen Hawking, like the best part is that Stephen Hawking had a device on his wheelchair. It was a spring-loaded boxing glove. So he beat up Principal Skinner with it. It's been a while since I saw that one, but what I do remember is that he also on his wheelchair had a helicopter blade.
Yeah.
So he was giving a speech about humanity, and then he just hovered away. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, he was in Big Bang Theory a couple times too.
Yeah, that's fucking
was
awesome.
great.
I hadn't seen those episodes, but I really need to go back and watch those.
He has one where he's like, he notices, I think that's how it goes. He notices Sheldon has an error in one of his writings, and it like keeps calling to make fun of him.
Yeah. What makes it relevant to the show is that now I remember in like second or third grade, he had Stephen Hawking had a primetime special about the universe, and my dad likes Jesus a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. Which, to be fair, Jesus seems cool. I'd hang out with him. But anyway.
He's not okay.
So no, he's pretty religious, but he was really fascinated with Stephen Hawking. And so he made a big deal about Stephen Hawking's doing this, they're putting his documentary series or whatever it was on ABC, and I'm going to tape it. And I remember sitting and watching that with him. And so if anybody in my family has a problem with my atheism, I think that's what
that was the lead.
really started it. I think so.
Nice.
Because I watched that as a kid, and it changed my mind about a lot of things. I do specifically remember him not bringing up religion, in that.
Right. But they got the ball rolling,
he planted the seeds
right.
of, yeah.
Boom.
Oh, and then, also what's relevant about that, at least to me and you, he got really mad at me because I taped over the Stephen Hawking special with the Beatles anthology, which... do you remember that? Do you remember when that was on TV?
A classic for a classic. I mean, I can't be too mad at you.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
That was huge, because I remember you and I were obsessed with... I'm still obsessed with the goddamn Beatles.
Yeah, me too.
Best fucking band ever.
Yep. I'm not even gonna hide it.
I just remember, like, I panicked one night, and I'm like, oh, I gotta tape this. And so I grabbed his Stephen Hawking Universe. I think I still have the tape, actually.
Sorry, Dad.
But I taped over it with the Beatles anthology, which
Yeah,
to me at that time was the same thing.
yeah, exactly. It still is.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say fucking Beatles though. I listened to "I Am the Walrus" on the way here.
It's a weird fucking song, dude.
Dude, still one of the best songs ever.
Yeah.
Beatles fucking rule.
Just, I don't know, the whole, like, conspiracy theory with Paul, and the fact that, like, went along with it.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember one night we went on a rabbit hole and just like researched the shit out of that.
Yeah. And then my memory sucks. I remember like half of what we read.
Oh yeah, but what I was gonna say is, because I was like doing research on, like I found a few good things, like as we were talking about religion affecting public policy, and I did like probably 7 different Google searches, and why this is a hard topic is that most of the websites were Christian websites. So
yeah,
like,
that's what I was having trouble with too. So it was like really hardcore slanted.
Yeah, like, because when we were talking about that, I'm like, all right, that's gonna be an easy one,
Right.
and then, like at first, I found like a couple really good articles that I bookmarked. I need to send it to you. But then, like, tonight, like when I was at work, a few chances I had to research stuff. Fuck, like every time, like everything was a Christian website.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble just finding, like cases of, a certain school having to go to have a court about, prayer in school or whatever.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to find specific examples of religion affecting public policies. And fuck, that is a hard thing to research.
Yeah. I stumbled across one like 2 months ago before we even thought about, doing this topic that I should have saved. But yeah, pretty much everything I was finding was like from christianweb.com or shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough topic to research. Well, then, like, the stuff that was not from Christian websites was mostly people's, like, like, college thesis papers.
Right.
That, like, I'm not gonna read a fucking 50-page paper.
Right.
I just wanted examples.
Yeah. There's been, I mean, like I said, I stumbled across a few just by accident, but I actually find examples. It's really difficult right now.
Yeah. I really, like, at first, like, I was all on board because I found a few good websites. And then when I tried to get real deep into it, couldn't find shit.
So what did you find, like, at the beginning? Anything interesting?
Just basic stuff like, I don't know, like abortion and, I don't know, just stuff that everybody knows.
Right. Well, I was looking into, the story I read was about a school in Louisiana. What town I do not remember, but it was about,
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It's Louisiana. It's all the same.
It's Louisiana.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you're going to be like, oh, no way, that part of Louisiana would do something like that?
Right.
Anyway.
As long as it's not New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing was, every morning they had, not only did they do the Pledge of Allegiance, they also did a morning prayer over the speakers. And one of the kids is an atheist, and she's like, I don't want to be involved. And they pretty much like made her. Like got like I don't think they suspended her or anything, but they were like threatening detention and threatening to you can't have recess, that kind of stuff. So they ended up suing because it was like kind of harassment, but then also it was obviously against the First Amendment.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, I haven't really heard from the case yet. This is like the least researched episode we're gonna do. But as far as I know, they were winning.
Yeah.
But like the interviews I'd read in that article was just amazing, though, because like you had everyone saying, without God, how can you have school?
Oh yeah, logically.
Right. I mean, the guy had a good point.
Yeah, it's a solid point.
And I wish I would have kept the article, because that's the first time I've been stumped.
Oh yeah, when he was giving that speech, if I was there, if he said that, I would have been like, "Oh shit, dude!
Oh snap!
Yeah, I'm gonna go home now. My work is done."
Right. Where do you go from there? You can't argue that point.
But oh shit. Hold on. That like fucking Guinness cans.
Yeah.
I got tomorrow off, so I figured I might as well get all tatered up.
There you
go. You fucking open a Guinness can, foams all over the place. Guinness, the I don't know, beer of Ireland.
Yep, I think that's actually in their constitution, I believe.
Our new sponsor. Like, cause yeah. By the way, I just decided that I'm gonna start promoting different things, and maybe one will stick.
I'm down for it. So our unofficial fake sponsor is Guinness this week?
Oh, Guinness? Or actually, no. Our unofficial sponsor this week, and perpetually until they officially sponsor us. Actually, no. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to promote something until they actually give us money to shut us up, which is our unofficial. Sorry, let me start over. Our unofficial sponsor this week is the dating website Christian Mingle.
Yep.
That's right, Christian Mingle. If you want to meet a lady who's been just religiously suppressed all her life and is willing to do anything to get back at her dad,
Christian
go to
Mingle.
Christian Mingle. ChristianMingle.com. Promo code Chris. It won't. You type that in, it won't get you anywhere.
It's the unofficial sponsor of the week.
Yeah, the official sponsor is Christian Mingle. And I'm going to, I think, you know what? I think every episode I'm going to mention ChristianMingle.com until they give us money.
The promo code Chris.
Yeah. Either they'll pay us to promote them, which is fine, or they'll pay us to shut us up. Yeah. Either way, go to ChristianMingle.com.
Offer code Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the what you said about the women on there is pretty much like the exact opposite of what the guys are like on there, most likely.
Yeah.
Like, what's his is it Ned Flanders on The Simpsons?
Oh yeah. Oh god, I love Flanders.
It's like him.
The best Me and James were watching The Simpsons the other day, and the best thing is his kid scraped his knee, and he's like, "Let me go get the non-alcoholic rubbing alcohol."
Oh my god, The Simpsons are amazing.
This is such a fucking great show. It's actually kind of blows my mind because I've been watching some from like the early '90s. It's crazy how much sacrilege they got away with. Like
In those times.
yeah, because like the concept of not being a Christian in America really hasn't taken on until like I don't know, like the last like 10, 15 years or so.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, you had like comedians and stuff here and there, but like you never like in the mainstream TV shows or anything.
Yeah. Like George Carlin obviously was like the man, and then there was a few other people, but like as far as major shows, that would not happen.
Nope. They, excuse me. I think I just died. They really pushed the envelope. Like most of it was subtle, but they got away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, like that's what I love. That's why Simpsons is so good, is because it's all very subtle humor.
Yeah. And of course, Jeebus. Homer Simpson was Jeebus cracks me the fuck up every time.
Oh man, I remember when I was a kid, I laughed at that so hard because I remember that specific bit is like at the beginning or like towards the beginning. He's like, "I don't even believe in Jeebus," and then like later on in the episode, he's like, "Help me, Jeebus!"
Don't. Yeah, it's 2 mentions of The Simpsons in one episode.
I've been watching so much Simpsons lately.
Yeah,
I'll have to curb my Simpsons.
well, to be fair, that last one was my fault.
Oh, well, you know what I'm not gonna curb is my successes involving ChristianMingle.com. If you like oh, yeah, I'm sure I would.
Wait, which website?
Oh, I am so glad you asked. Thank you. ChristianMingle.com. Yeah, if you like Jesus, yeah, go to that.
There you go.
There's other people that like Jesus. And then there's going to be like a lot of people on that website that like Jesus, but they don't want to like Jesus. Their family made them like Jesus, so they got a weird complex. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want a real fucking weird freaky chick, go to ChristianMingle.com. Because you're going to find some real oppressed chicks that, especially if you're young. Yeah, actually, you know what? This is solid advice for young listeners. If you're a fan of the show, and, you're like in your early 20s, definitely go on ChristianMingle.
Yes.
.com. Go there.
Promo code Chris.
Yeah. You're going to find so many chicks that are rebelling against their religious family. They'll fucking do whatever you want, dude. That is a message to the listeners.
See, we're not here to preach. We're here to inform.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, whatever people want to do on ChristianMingle.com.
It's up to them.
Yeah, it's up to them. But I'm telling you. You gotta work some charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen automatically.
No.
You gotta go in there, you gotta lay down at least a little charm, gain some trust, But I promise you, like the super religious people on ChristianMingle.com, our new sponsor. I mean, I mean our official sponsor.
I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, I forgot what we were even talking about.
Yeah.
I just wanted to,
I did find I did find an interesting article from not too long ago, March 12th, so 4 days from when we're recording. The First Amendment Defense Act has been reintroduced by Senator Mike Lee of Utah, which, if you know anything about America, you know it's going to be a good bill if it's coming from Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, we're back to bitching about cakes again.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine with that.
It's being reintroduced, even though it's been called harmful, discriminatory, and the vilest anti-LGBT religious freedom bill of our time. So it's basically, again, it's trying to make sure that religious freedom is more important than freedom from religion.
Oh, yeah.
It's back to people are allowed to be fucking racist and bigots if, you're protected under the First Amendment to not make someone a cake. Only if they're gay. If they're black, white, you can't judge, you can't base it off their, appearance, just if they're gay or not. That's acceptable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course it is. That's insane. Let me, I really hope there are maybe some listeners that are not from the U.S., and that's coming from Utah. And so I think in the event that, even if we have some Canadian listeners who aren't too far away, we should explain Utah. Utah is a fucking, it's a state, and it's a stupid fucking shape, and it's made of salt. And made of salt describes everybody who lives there. That describes their personality.
Yes. If you've never looked at someone and said, go ahead.
I was gonna say, imagine a handful of salt, imagine taking a handful of salt and then having a conversation and trying to have a real fun day with a handful of salt. That literally describes the state of Utah.
That's really close to what I was going to say, too. Yeah. So, it's no surprise that a senator from Utah would bring up another round of bigotry. But yeah, if it passes, you'll be able to legally be what's the word I'm looking for here? Homophobe? Yeah, if it passes, you can successfully be a homophobe in America. So if you own a business and you don't feel like selling to them queers, you don't gotta.
You don't want to sell to some queers. No, that was actually this dude I work with. He's like in his 50s or 60s or something. I'm not ageist, because that's not acceptable.
Not if you're woke.
Yeah, well, I am. We are. This is a woke fucking podcast.
That's right. We should just change the name of it to the Woke Podcast.
Yeah, we really should. Dude, I'm woke as fuck. I'm so woke. I'm so woke, I almost forgot what I was talking about. But, no, my coworker was talking to me about how he lived in Salt Lake City in the 80s, and he was just going off about how awful it was.
Well, that was their heyday, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
that where everybody went in the 80s? It's a fucking Utah.
Like for the Mormon wise. Did you
Yeah.
ever watch? SLC Punk, the movie?
I don't think so.
Really? I think it's on
Yeah.
Netflix. You should watch it. That's a fucking good ass movie.
SLC Punk.
Yeah, SLC stands for Salt Lake City, of course.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
SLC Punk. Yeah, it's a really popular movie. I'm surprised you haven't seen that. But like, dude who wrote I don't know. It was based off of someone's experience growing up in.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah, no. Oh, you'll like it. It's a pretty solid movie.
I think that the sequel is on there.
Oh, the sequel apparently is just fucking nobody likes. Like that was just a cash grab. I haven't seen it, but from what I heard, I would probably not.
It's probably why you haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, I'm actually kind of surprised you hadn't seen it.
I'm kind of I don't know what the word is when it comes to movies. I haven't seen a lot.
Me neither. I used to be a big, growing up, I was a huge movie guy until, I don't know, like 7 to 10 years ago. And actually, it's not that I'm not a movie guy. I think it's that I'm a nihilist and I just don't care about anything.
Especially to our movie about emotions.
Oh, God. Fucking feelings. Feelings are for fags.
Dude, there's a lot of famous people in this movie.
Oh, SLC Punk?
Yeah, what the fuck is my problem?
Yeah, no,
How
it's
have
a
I not
fucking
seen
real
this?
good movie. It's got a great soundtrack, too.
Nice.
Like, what's his bucket? The main character, Matthew Lillard. Like, he's a good ass actor. He was in, like, Scream and
Yeah.
a bunch of shit. I think that's probably his best movie. It's really good. And I gotta reiterate, great soundtrack.
Yeah. I feel like we haven't talked about something for a minute or two. I can't remember what it is. Was it that dating service you wanted to talk about?
The what?
The dating service?
Uh,
Our unofficial sponsor?
Do you mean, ChristianMingle.com?
That's the one.
Our unofficial sponsor. Yeah.
Yes. That's all I got for that.
Oh, sorry, I went outside to pee. Boy,
It's all
that
good.
wind. That wind. You'd smell the rain.
What's the temperature there? Like, is it warm?
It's like probably 50 something. It would be really nice if it wasn't for the strong breeze.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting some rain. You could smell it in the air.
Wow. Yeah, it's like 33 here.
Damn.
It's cold still. Bastards.
Oh, hold on. I got weird indigestion. That's been a problem lately.
That's crazy. You taking anything for it?
Well, today, I've been taking a lot of cans of Guinness. I have a feeling that might have everything to do with it.
Possible.
Yeah.
But then again, we're not doctors, so
Mm-hmm.
for that matter, you might want to have another one.
Well, no, I'm a Christian doctor.
Right.
Yeah, because you can do that. You don't have to go to school for that.
And why should you?
Yeah, yeah. Why the fuck should you go to school to be yeah?
Doctor.
Like, yeah, like what's the point of that when Jesus tells you what to do?
Yeah. Or, hear me out on this.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
pray to
Mm-hmm.
him and go,
Mm-hmm.
and you can pray to him and ask him to not make you sick.
Mm. That is a unique approach.
Yeah.
That. Fuck, dude. I haven't even thought of that.
But here's the catch.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's God's plan that you die? Not
Oh,
good luck praying now, you know?
yeah. Yeah,
Now
what's the
you're just
point
Now you're
of
just
that?
praying to your killer.
Oh, you're right. That's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I never. That's an interesting thing I never thought about. So, yeah, I guess you just brought up something that I've never really considered, which is that if you have a shitty life and you're really Christian, you really just have Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Because Jesus has a plan, and you've accepted that, and you're just gonna take all your fucking shitty life moments and accept that as God's plan. That's Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
I never thought about that.
Oh, that's all religion is.
Yeah, it's one big Stockholm syndrome.
That's fucking crazy. Do you think anyone else is gonna catch up on that one?
Hmm?
Think anyone else is gonna pick up on that?
No. No.
By definition, probably not a lot of them.
Yeah, no. I'm sure most religious people who, I'm sure they won't accept that. I was thinking about Jesus lately. He seems like a cool dude.
I bet he'd be awesome at parties.
I was thinking so. Like, as much as I hate religion, and I think Jesus would be pretty awesome to hang out with.
He'd probably really be, wow. Let me mumble that one some more. He'd probably be really good at beer pong, right?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
He could probably make 2 shots in 1 shot.
Well, especially if you were doing the type of beer pong that like someone scores against you and you have to chug a beer. Jesus could turn that beer into water, so you'd be good.
You'd be hydrated.
You wouldn't be inebriated. You'd focus on your beer pong.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder what Jesus' favorite drinking game is.
I'm guessing his favorite would be Would You Rather?
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wait, no. I bet Jesus was a classic guy. I bet Jesus' favorite game, like party game, was probably Truth or Dare.
Yeah, I can see that one too.
And I bet someone was like, they were at a party, like, because, Pontius Pilate gets a lot of shit. But I bet what was happening is the disciples, he had a fucking solid crew of 13 people. They're all like thieves and pieces of shit, as far as the Bible explains. I bet they were fucking awesome to hang out with.
Yeah.
So I bet what really happened was they were getting into a heated truth or dare thing, and Pontius Pilate was like, "All right, truth or dare," and then Jesus was like, truth. And then it's like, are you the Son of God? And Jesus is like, yeah. And then he had to go again. And then he's like, all right, truth or dare? And then Jesus said, dare. He's like, I dare you to get beaten and tortured by the Jews. And then nailed to a cross. And Jesus is the fucking true part, dude. So he's like, yeah.
I said dare. I gotta go with it.
Yep. That's what happened. It was just a truth or dare thing.
We just had 2 revelations tonight.
Oh, so many. So many revelations.
Stockholm Syndrome and Truth or Dare with Jesus led to... So it wasn't part of God's plan. Or was it?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Wow.
I mean, probably... Like, isn't everything part of God's plan?
Unless... Hold on, remember the clause. Everything's part of the plan unless God answers the prayer.
Oh, right.
Your prayer. So it's technically still part of his plan that's been like redone.
Oh, yeah.
Because like if you had to pray for it to get it, Jesus had to like make it happen. Especially if it wasn't in the original plan, he had to like revise it a little bit.
Yeah.
The whole thing's confusing.
Yeah, you know, there's 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 things about the Bible that just don't make a lot of sense.
What? Get out of here.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That can't be right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things.
You're saying like maybe a typo?
Yeah.
Okay. That I'll believe. Because there's a lot of words in the Bible.
Yeah, there's like tons of words. I'm saying Johannes Gutenberg might have had an error when he had his printing press.
Maybe one or two. Oh yeah. Speaking of things I want to add to the show, I thought about adding giving out an email address. People could write to us and like ask us a question if they wanted to, and we can talk about it on the show.
I would kind of like that because like you've been telling me about how our listenership is increased, which by the way blows my fucking mind. That's insane to me.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
I don't know how to explain it really. I'm not big on numbers. Like I don't sit around like, oh, I hope I get like 30 plays today. It'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
But like
me too. Yeah.
But like looking at it, it's like we've had over 1,100 plays now. That's nothing crazy, but to me that's huge to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like in relation to other podcasts, that's not impressive. But to me personally, that is insane. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Or the phrase?
Gay with your dad.
No.
No.
I do appreciate the effort though.
Falling off a ladder.
No, son of a bitch. Never mind. Basically, like, I think what I want to say is like, it's not a huge number or a big deal, most likely to a lot of people, but it's like we appreciate it so far.
Yeah.
So far.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, like 1,000. I never had anything have, what have I put out there that anyone's like listened to or seen or anything? Nothing.
Yeah.
So to have something play 1,000 times, again, not a big deal to a lot of people, but it's pretty special. So thanks.
It's thanks to the listeners, and huge thanks to the repeated listeners, Because that is unfathomable to me. Like, because I've had, likes, on Facebook, even going back to MySpace. Like, I've had likes and reshares and shit, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, no, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Like, our goal for this podcast, when we first started it, like, I was kind of like, I don't know. I don't care if one person listens to it or 50 million. I just kind of want to put together some of my thoughts on random shit, and then we've done it. This is 19 episodes.
Yeah.
So, to me, to have 1,000 plays already is pretty sweet. So.
Yeah, like my whole going into this, my whole thing was like, I was just like, excited to have an excuse to talk to my best friend from childhood.
Right.
And the fact that people are listening is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
So, I don't have a beer. I was going to say cheers.
Oh, I got one. I'll fucking throw it against the wall.
Well, cheers to that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, anyone who's listening, you guys rock.
Yeah. 100%. But I wanted to start something. I'm going to call it Ask the Atheist. Or,
yeah.
Question for COA@gmail.com. COA, Church of Atheism. Question for COA@gmail.com.
Yeah, I think, because there's apparently a few, repeat listeners. I would like them to, repeat listeners. I would like them to, give some feedback or something.
Yeah, for sure. So, any question about the show, any question about atheism, you know what, fuck it, any question. We'll sort through them, and if they're
any question
too ridiculous.
Yeah, if you got religious questions, if you have life questions, you know what? If you have relationship issues, get at us.
Because we're the people to go to.
Yeah, I am 100% unqualified to give relationship advice, but you know what? I will.
We've never let that stop us before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if somebody asked me a relationship question, let me give an example.
Yes,
If somebody was like, oh, well, my girlfriend, I'm a Mormon, and my girlfriend is a Muslim. You know what I would say? Would be, go on ChristianMingle.com.
Split the difference.
Yeah, split the difference. Split the difference to something you don't want.
That's called compromise. And it's important in any relationship.
Yeah. The most important part of any relationship is not sexual attraction, it's not communication.
It's that it started on ChristianMingle.com.
Exactly.
Yeah, so where's our fucking checks? We've been promoting them for an hour now.
I'm going to check my email.
Motherfuckers.
Where's our checks? But no, maybe I should just throw the disclaimer out there really quick that they're not anywhere near our official sponsor yet.
No, not even sort of. But, it's all about, it's like the movie, it's like Rocky. We're pretty much the Rocky of atheism podcasts,
Yes, yeah.
You just hustle, you do your best, you have heart.
Yep.
And, just like how, I guess, the first Rocky movie he lost. That's not a good example.
No.
Rocky 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like Rocky 2. You train, you work out, you run up those goddamn stairs in Philadelphia.
You beat your meat.
Yep. you punch the shit out of that meat. You give some shout outs and promote the Church of Atheism, and
boom.
Yeah, you're gonna have a great life, I guess.
Yeah, just like Rocky.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. Just like Rocky. You know what I thought? We should just make our own dating website.
Yeah. Christian Mingle. Should have to do
Chris Mingle.
Chris Mingle.
Yeah. Which is a dating website where you just try and date me specifically, which
right.
Honestly, as me, I would not recommend, but if you wanted to, it's fine.
Does Christian Mingle have a catchy little music note? Like Farmers Only?
I don't think they do.
Well, they're missing out.
Oh, did you hear about that Donald Trump dating site?
No, please tell me.
Oh. Okay, so I didn't plan on bringing this up, so I didn't have my resources handy. But anyway, there is definitely a... Yeah, you'll have to look this up. And whoever's listening, gotta look this up. We'll put links out or whatever. But anyway, so there was a dating website that came up recently, and it was for Donald Trump supporters. Yeah. Which is, so it there's a couple interesting things about this website. For one, it turned out that most of the women on the website were just trolls. Or like they're trolls and then like they're spam bots, you know?
So wait a minute. It's exactly like the election?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but the best thing is that most of the female profiles on there are just like spam and ads and shit like that. But so when they debuted it, they had a picture of a man and a woman. Like that was their like
better be a man
homepage
and a
picture
woman.
or whatever. Yeah, well, of course. Who else is it gonna be?
And they're both in their 60s, and they both had white hair, and they're both white.
You're right about everything except they were a handsome young couple, probably in their 20s, maybe 30s.
Okay.
But it turns out the male model they got for the homepage picture was a fucking sex offender.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I was looking at this article about it. So, not only was it mostly men on the Trump supporter dating website.
The main model was a sex
Yeah.
offender.
Yeah,
God.
not only were most of the female profiles just like trolls or spam bots, but the male was a sex offender.
You know what you don't have, what site you don't have to worry about that on?
What? Wait, hold on. Because there are very few, I don't know, like for dating websites, like I've tried a few. I've been down on my luck. But what would be a good dating website for me to go on?
Farmers Only.
Oh. I thought maybe you were talking about ChristianMingle.com, our official sponsor.
That's what I was going for. I just remember the title.
Yeah. ChristianMingle.com.
Keyword Chris.
Yeah.
And what happens if you use the keyword Chris?
Free anal for anybody you match with.
Perfect.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
This might be where we get sued.
Well, no, because when I say Christian Mingle, I'm visualizing it without it's a K instead of a C.
Oh.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That should work.
Yeah, it's legit.
So Christian Mingle with a K.
Yeah.
Is the key.
Yeah, it's a website that doesn't exist. But I also can't get sued. And also, if they want to pay us money. I mean, I gotta at least be fair. Like, there's a lot of people that are religious that are just kind and don't judge, you know? Yeah. I think we've been a little harsh, maybe, on those types of people.
I think, maybe we've joked maybe too hard and made fun of people. But I want to honestly, since you brought it up, I do want to stress that I am more about calling up the religion than the people.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of good people who are Christians who I don't care. And I don't care what religion you practice. Ever.
Yeah.
It's just when it starts to interfere with government, when it starts to get into the schools, when we have to not teach science because it goes against religious doctrine, that's a problem.
Yes, that is a huge problem. That's the only problem I have. When it affects public policy, or when, you know what, I don't even give a shit about the public. When it affects me, when it affects Chris, that's when it's a problem.
Right. Speaking of Chris, isn't that a bonus code somewhere?
Oh, you're right. Let me light this cigarette. Yeah, now that I lit the cigarette, took the shot of whiskey, I will say, Chris is the bonus code for ChristianMingle.com, our official sponsor. Yeah, ChristianMingle.com. You know, you could go mingle with Christians, apparently.
Which sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a blast.
I might ask the wife if I can start an account just because I just want to mingle.
Yeah, you just want to mingle with Christians.
And they're Christians. They know they're not going to go all the way. Because, right? Isn't that something that God doesn't want them to do?
Yeah.
So, you know, they're not going to do anything. You can just be honest in your first mingle. Be like, hey, I just want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married. I just want to mingle.
Yeah, you could mingle. You know who my favorite Christian is oh god, fuck. God, I can't remember his name.
David Blaine?
No, he's from Germany. Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good Christian.
Yeah.
6 million Jews. I mean, come on. That is such an exaggeration.
Right?
If you saw if you saw his profile picture on the website, how are you going to deny that mustache?
It's on point.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I bet you if, let's just say there's a universe out there where Hitler never existed.
Oh, God forbid.
I bet you that mustache is pretty fucking popular.
Yeah.
But because Adolf had to wear it and ruin it for everybody.
Yeah. Well, if you ask me, it was Charlie Chaplin that ruined it.
You got a point there.
Like, he made he was the most innovative actor of, the early 20th century.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spoiled it.
Yep. Ruined it.
Yeah.
Hitler was just trying to bring it back.
Yeah. He was just... Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Hitler was just trying to show his appreciation of American cinema. And we're going to vilify him for that? That's fucked up.
Yep.
He's just a movie fan. And he had a cool hair. I can't even have a straight face while talking about his dumb haircut.
What is it with fucking dictators and haircuts?
Have you noticed how like hipsters they have the Hitler haircut?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that lately? But they have beard, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's the hipster thing, is to have a Hitler haircut and a beard.
I don't. You know what? I do have to say about hipsters. I don't understand it. I don't want to be a hipster, but I would still rather a hipster than gravel-eating rednecks, you know?
Yeah.
Man, they're talking about us again, Paul.
Oh, I was thinking about, I was thinking about funny ways to introduce our show. And I was thinking about, Church Atheism, the world's first organic podcast. To appeal to left-wingers.
Yeah, right? No GMOs?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. This is the first podcast to have no GMOs, no pesticides.
Nope.
We're the first free-range podcast.
Yeah, man, I can walk around whenever the fuck I want. Ooh, free range. I like that. I'll listen.
Yeah. Well, we don't harm. This is the first podcast to be reductive to environmental stuff.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you can just say a few keywords to hipsters and ooh.
Because
I'll take 2 of those.
GMOs, that's something. Because I probably should go to sleep soon. But for the future, that's something we should talk about, which is GMO, pseudoscience bullshit. GMOs. Yeah, GMOs. First of all, genetically modified organisms. That is literally what humanity has been doing for thousands of years.
Right.
We genetically modify organisms to help us survive. That is a good thing.
All the time.
Yeah. We've been... any commercial crop has been genetically modified.
Yeah.
One way or the other. The fact that, ever since we started carefully planting and separating plants like sex just to help them breed stronger or whatever. I don't know. Like, we've been genetically modifying organisms
For a long ass time.
pretty much since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, that fucking, oh, God. Yeah, that might have to be a future episode.
Yeah,
because
I'm down.
that fucking annoys me.
Well, they just found, yeah, I'll save it for the episode, but there's a study they just released that says it's fine. And
Yeah.
It's a huge, like, long-term study they did.
Yeah, I read that, and it was published in an actual scientific journal, not a stupid Facebook clickbait.
Infowars?
Yeah.
Infowars didn't have it on their website?
I don't think they did.
Wonder if Christian Mingle had it on their website.
Well, let me just say, is that, I hope you're not downplaying the awesomeness of ChristianMingle.com, our official sponsor. Our official sponsor, ChristianMingle.com.
Yeah, they're totally gonna send us money.
Yeah, hell yeah,
We're
dude.
gonna be rich.
We're gonna be on the fucking promo town to Promoville. We're gonna be rich. Hell yeah.
And that's going to do it for another episode of the Church of Atheism podcast. Just a quick little detail. We are indeed, in no way, shape, or form, sponsored by ChristianMingle.com or any of its affiliates. It's all a joke. So, if you're a Christian Mingle, just calm the fuck down. Anyway, that's our show for this week. Thank you so incredibly much. Can't even say it. I'm speechless. So incredibly much for listening. We really do appreciate it. Like we said, if you want to hear us talk about something or answer a question or just have a general howdy for us here at the Church of Atheism, you can email us at question4coag@gmail.com. Again, thanks guys. We really do appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time.